You're in for a treat. There's no phone calls in this episode.
Thank
Oh my
God.
God. Welcome back.
So we're finally in the gym, and it looks different depending on your PI. So if there's a lot of sex PI, it's all pink.
He's a perv, but he's nice.
Yeah, he's friendly. He's not like a douche about it.
I mean, he's kind of a creepy peeping Tom, but he's so nice we just let him do it.
And this is a weird one. It's like fake PI or neither. Like either direction. Not enough family PI, not enough sex PI. You get in the middle.
The cheapest prom ever.
Yeah.
Here's some candles. Screw it.
Speaking of cheap, look at all these developers and what the real person, not a real person, real person. That sure sticks out. I'm sure that won't come back.
No.
Look, half the cake is gone. It's a big cake. And one person ate it all.
Man.
Was there this snowstorm while this was happening?
Yeah.
So they all left their prom?
This cutscene changes dependent on your PI also. And the character, how she acts and how she dresses changes.
Maybe I didn't treat you
Alright.
Harry Lake.
as good as I should.
Gazing with approval.
Harry really like.
Maybe I didn't love.
He's just gawking at her.
Just standing in the middle of a completely empty, giant gymnasium, gawking.
I should have said
Well, she's also, singing to a mostly empty gymnasium with one dude gawking at her.
Asking no questions.
Nope.
Nope.
you were always on.
She can also stand up or sit down, and I think it changes how piano-y the song is, which is weird. And I don't know what influences her standing up or sitting down. It might be how much sex PI you have.
I didn't want to stop you, but
I didn't want to stop you, but my daughter is missing! Why didn't you stop her?
Not here for
This
the
is
reunion?
urgent!
No.
Some party. Me and a guy who isn't even supposed to be here.
Didn't you see the snowstorm?
Catch.
Okay.
So the catch thing is influenced by, like, it's either your friendliness PI or it's probably your sex PI. If you're not very sex craved, you won't get the option to catch her. She'll just
So,
ungracefully
what brings
come
you
down by
I'm
herself.
looking for my daughter.
I'll show it in a bonus video.
I convinced myself she'd be here.
She's a Midwich student?
No. She's just 7. Her name is Cheryl.
She's too dumb to go to
Cheryl
school.
Mason?
Yeah.
There was a Cheryl Mason when I was here. She was above me.
Very
at
impressed when she called me on the phone, though.
Must
She's
be a
never been able
different
to do
girl,
that
same
before.
name.
She's
She's
learning.
Really
school. I'll show you.
quite
Come
weird.
on.
So if she was a level above her in school, why would her picture
There you
be
go.
at her reunion
That's
party?
an old photo.
No idea.
You say
Doesn't
she
make
ran
sense.
off?
No. We were
Lots
in
of
a car
things don't make
accident.
sense.
That can't be my daughter.
How many Cheryl Masons could there be?
I'm pretty sure this, like,
She even looks
totally your 7-year-old daughter. I mean, they have the same name. I mean, what else could
My
there
Cheryl's
possibly...
just a kid.
I'm gonna convince you even though you're her
Sounds so
father.
sure. Come on.
Are you sure you haven't lost her for several years now?
No, how long was I in that forest?
The
It
principal's
felt like
office?
forever.
Yeah. If we're lucky, the door won't be locked.
This cutscene changes too based on how
Bingo.
friendly you are.
We're
Let's
breaking
bust
into
in
the
and put a fart
principal's
cushion on
office?
his chair.
Well, the door was unlocked.
And we both feel bad about it.
Real bad.
Sorry, Mrs. Albright.
She's still around? I remember her.
She was when I graduated.
So how did she
She's
get to
part
the
of
gym?
Furniture, right?
Did she do all the
Varnish,
shit
too.
I had to do to get to the gym?
That's what I'm saying. Or was there the snowstorm and she was the first one there and no one else came?
She lives here.
That's
She's the
principal's
janitor.
PC with all the school records on it. A gang of kids
Pretty
in my class
janitor.
used to hack it to change their grades.
Hack with
And
quotation
you?
Hey, I
fingers.
didn't need to cheat. They never got caught, but it rattled Principal Fisher. He used to change his passwords every day. I don't think it helped.
God, his eyes
Are
are
you
always
gonna hack his
just...
PC?
His face is hilarious during
Yeah.
this whole cutscene.
See if you can pull up
This
the
part's
records for
great. I love
Cheryl
the
Mason.
face that he
See if
does
my
here.
Cheryl and your Cheryl are the same.
And if they're not,
Why would she
we
think
can
they're
get
the
out of
same?
here?
Sure.
Why would he think they're the
Don't mind
same?
me. I'm just gonna text my boyfriend. He was supposed to
Face.
meet me here.
Face.
Have you seen the snow outside?
Face.
God.
So we have to hack his computer. the principal's computer to find out if this girl who has the same name as our 7-year-old Cheryl is the same Cheryl. The password that it ends up giving you is Sunday 45. That's the reset password, but if you put it in early, it doesn't work.
Huh.
Of course. So you have to do the password check questions. But maybe I can guess it.
Yes.
Damn it. It's my password for everything. King of Sports. So basically, like every puzzle in Shattered Memories, the answer is in the room with you. Here it is.
Really? That wasn't even... You didn't even have to think about...
No, there's three different questions. Hang on.
God, sorry.
But they're all in the room with you. The real puzzle is trying to figure out how to fucking spell racquetball. I had to do this like twice because I fucking spelled it wrong like an asshole.
I would spell it wrong too.
I was like, okay, mental note, racquetball.
See, like, that doesn't look right.
Racquetball.
It doesn't look right.
Bulb, damn it! Bulb. This is the worst keyboard, by the way. It's awful.
That looks like a pain.
It's really awful.
Your finger was like jittering all. I'm just imagining Harry's like hunting and pecking just with one hand.
One finger.
And like, you know, he's shaking over the top of the letters.
Racket. Bulb. Oh, damn it.
So he did all his passwords based on not just personal things in the room with him. He has such a short attention span. He's the worst principal, I assume.
Can I make my password pencil?
So I have to answer 3 of these. This is the last one. By the way, his dog has a kid name and his kid has a dog name. His kid's name is Otto. And his dog's name is Nikki.
I get him confused, okay?
Got confused. But before we do that, there actually is one phone call in here, but it's actually a phone call that is really, really funny because it's really poorly written, all iterations of it, and really poorly voice acted as well.
You said there were no phone calls.
This is like unreadable.
Did you lie to me? You said there were no phone calls.
I know. But this one is like such a joy to me that it doesn't feel like a phone call.
I better enjoy this.
I think you will. Okay. Maybe I'm hyping it too much. But it says your ex called and he was angry. She was angry, rather. Just because no one would leave their message like this.
Hi, this is the voicemail for Valerie. Please leave a message. If that's you, Herman? Yes, I am seeing someone else. Lots of someone else's. Bye-bye.
Why would you leave that as your message?
Wow.
What if your kid calls or something?
Very spiteful, I suppose.
Also this one, hilarious. Voice acting wise. Everything wise.
You reached Valerie. I'm not here right now. Or if my pencil dick X is to be believed, I'm too drunk to come to the phone. Due to my problems.
Problems? Too drunk to come to the phone.
God.
That one was ridiculous.
Still doing her best Job impression for that.
Hi, this is Valerie. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you. If this is Herman, please stop calling. I'm not ready to talk yet.
That's the only one that makes any sort of sense. All
Yeah,
the
I
other
was
ones
just gonna
are
say.
like, why would you put that on your answering machine for your coworkers to hear?
This is my answering machine. If this is my ex calling, I can't come to the phone because I have a gangbang over here. I'm sorry. I'll put you on speakerphone.
My hands are just too filled up with lube to answer the phone. It's slipping everywhere.
Gonna have to cover this whole place with tarps.
It's a big orgy.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Face.
I did it.
Shit.
You break it?
Of course I
It just
hit him,
froze on
Harry.
me. It is her. It is her. We moved?
You don't remember because of the accident?
Simmons Street. It's not a great neighborhood.
Why is my 7-year-old
Why would we move
registered in
there?
a high school?
I guess the cop was right. My ID was old. That wasn't my house. What else
But
did
wouldn't
I
that make his
forget?
ID like several years old?
There's a phone number. Why
Yeah.
don't you call it?
What else did I forget? The last 10 years of
will.
my life, maybe? Apparently.
There's no reception. I'll
Allegedly.
be outside.
He's aware that you're supposed to change your ID within 6 months of moving, right?
Yes?
Cheryl?
No, Dahlia. You want me to find her? Who's calling?
It's her father, Harry Mason. Is she okay?
Harry?
Is she okay?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Sorry? What's the...
Leave me alone!
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I thought I was home free after going through the fucking school. Forever.
Well, what is
Now
that?
there's more school.
Oh, it's a water cooler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, book over
Is
here.
it supposed to be like the
Yeah.
water bursting out of it?
It's a Fidel Castro book. Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of neat.
So this is absolutely hellish. This is like one of the worst nightmare levels besides some others later. Oh, there's John Wyndham over there.
Hello.
And I neglected to look up that he's the author of Midwich Cuckoos. Makes me a bad LPer.
At least he's still intact.
So this level's confusing as fuck. And, I'm gonna show you the map and how we're meant to do this. See, the X is right over there. We could walk to it from here. Except there's
No,
a big chasm here.
There's a big gap. Okay.
And that little dot is a Rorschach
Oh, they actually...
hanging around.
Just gonna ask where your buddies are.
Rorschach hanging out. So here's what we kind of have to approximately do. To go all the way around the horn. You go in circles so much if you don't know the basic gist of this. That's kind of how you do it. You go a little bit more in an S shape.
Welp.
So, let's artificially pad out this level. There's some neat things, but they're difficult to see because you're getting chased more than usual. This is like the point where they legitimately, the Rorschachs become difficult to deal with, and there's a way more than usual. Oh, hi. We still have sex ones though. Bummer. Working on it. Also, the school was so boring to begin with that there aren't too many interesting things to look at in general, but I don't know. I might not do a Rorschach video for this one because I can't see it being interesting. But I'll find out if there's things that are worth looking at. See, this is a thing. There's some violins and cellos getting sucked up into the ceiling.
That's neat.
Weird,
That's
yeah,
cool.
that is neat.
It's pretty. Can't see it too good though.
Well, doing so far in terms of Rorschach buddies. Oh, there's one.
There's like 4 doors here. Only one of them goes to a good place that you want to be going for. Maybe 2.
When you pick up a flare, do you use it immediately?
No, you can wait. I pick up one later and wait to use it. Well, I think 2 of the doors probably run parallel actually, but
Can you keep a stockpile of flares, or can you only
Nope.
keep one? Aw.
just one. Sorry. So now we are in the parking lot, judging by that car. Parking lot is like different levels now, which is weird.
Well, you know, the ice shifted everything. I can appreciate that.
Look at all these guys. 3 guys behind me.
Whoa.
Oh.
They made a whole lot of noise that time.
Do the levels ever get slippery or anything? I mean, there is ice everywhere.
No,
I keep expecting him to slip.
that would have been interesting, but it probably would have been more frustrating if it
Yeah.
actually happened. I should have gone to the left door. I'm gonna go in the store here. Stupid idea. Because
Oh boy.
it pops you perpendicular to the stairwell and not right next to where the stairwell is, so you cannot easily just kind of coast into the stairwell. And it's pretty likely there's going to be a Rorschach right there. And we're in the gym. Speed tour.
Speed tour.
And there's like tornadoes of ice. I don't really understand.
I don't know what's happening, but it looks neat.
I have a bunch of dudes
It's more
following me.
interesting than just the stuff encased in ice on the ground, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe their pipes burst really hard. They were all underneath the
Very,
gym.
very high pressure pipes. So this is the end. It doesn't look like the end. It doesn't seem very important.
Oh, limping it up.
Here's our safe house.
Oh,
There's some ladies. Ice ladies.
The door's locked. Shit, I'm stuck out here. I'll try and get the doors open. You go take the photos. Don't lose your nerve. I told you she's with him. Get some photos and we'll catch the asshole red-handed. And you get a kiss for every photo.
Me? I want kisses. Ice cold kisses.
What's going on?
You get coupons for the kissing booth. 3 free kisses.
So they're apparently blocking what I assume is the exit.
Smash them with the fire extinguisher.
Paparazzi shots, good.
So they're trying to get me to use the phone more, basically. They're like, oh shit, we have a phone in this game. Let's force him to go back out into the nightmare and take pictures while he's getting chased by horrible Rorschachs. That sounds fun. Not annoying.
And the map doesn't mark what you're supposed to take pictures. Oh,
it does now. It does when
Okay.
you get out. That's the door behind us.
What's that purple line? Is that the route you actually took?
Yeah, that's my my path that I went on.
Interesting.
I told you it was an approximation when I drew out the black line.
It's close enough.
It's nice that they do that at least.
So here's the first one. They're all marked with red, so at least they stick out in the blue landscape. Things you're supposed to take pictures of. But it's so frantic, and I'm not going to show you the pictures right now because Rorschachs everywhere. But the statues change after you take pictures of them. They were embracing, and now he's like, oh, don't take a picture.
You caught me, no.
No photos.
The salacious hug of ours.
So I gotta go follow our blue path backward.
So are there any more side stories about... I mean, like, obviously there's gossip now, but are there any more interesting stories in the high school?
You'd have to argue if there were interesting stories in the high school to
Well,
begin with.
there haven't been. I guess you're right.
Well,
Because the choking game one was stupid.
I don't know, matter of opinion, I guess. Well, this is like the last high school area, basically, so there's not going to be anything else besides the gossip paparazzi part. But there's other stories later, and only starting now do they start seeming relevant. Like the paparazzi one is the first one that's actually somewhat relevant to any semblance of a story that the game is trying to portray here.
It's weird that they chose to do choking game and like some of the other little ones, like, you know, oh, we'll always stay together, those little phone calls.
Yeah.
Instead of, I don't know, creepier things like, I don't know, a plot to blow up the school.
I don't know.
Some teacher,
Oh, baby.
I don't know. Anything slightly scary?
No, this game doesn't really do scary. I don't know.
Oof, ouch, ooh.
My face is just burning off. The thing that bothers me is that by this point we've gone through like 2.5 hours of this game. Well, 2.5 hours of LP footage at least. Like I know there was, not counting the bonus videos and the changes videos.
Right.
And it's taken us 2.5 hours to get to advance the plot further than I'm looking for my daughter. Or present a mystery. Now there's a mystery. Who's this other Cheryl? She seems to have the exact same name and all this stuff.
Yeah, with all the stuff that's been done in the game so far, I haven't played this at all. And
Yeah.
so, right now, like, I can see the flaws, but I can still see myself enjoying myself playing it the first time. With how the changes work so far, I don't know if I'd enjoy playing it a second time. I could rent this and play it once and be done with it and be like, all right, that was fine.
I would say it's a rental. That's just me though. I
But
don't know.
it's like, I just feel like maybe the beginning would be more interesting if they got to I have a second daughter who's much older, possible time stuff going on.
Mystery.
Like way earlier. If they did that way or introduced that earlier, the beginning would be a lot more interesting.
Yeah, there's no intrigue in this game until about now, basically. Like
Pacing issue for sure.
Like at the very beginning of Silent Hill 1, these are the photos that Michelle showed us. They get swooped up into the ceiling. The very beginning of Silent Hill 1, it starts off pretty normal. Your kid runs off into the fog. You chase after her. The alley you're in turns into like hell zone. That's some fucking intrigue. Here, we lose our daughter, we look for her, there's an ice world, that's intriguing. But there's no, like, semblance of a greater thing happening other than I hit my head, am I crazy? I don't know. So here's the messages we got. Is that her with Teach Dirty? And this is the girl whose name is also Cheryl Mason. That's what we saw in that photo.
Cheryl, no.
Gross, Harry.
I didn't know my daughter was Ice.
What if that is your daughter?
Extra credit. So, pat yourselves on the back. It's the end of the fucking high school.
Yay.
Thanks for not defriending me.
Oh, Midwich.
At least there weren't any phone calls, except that one.
And that one was short, so I was fine with that one.